So, you decide maybe it's time for you to get the hero license. Maybe it's, especially with the new development in the suit, it might be good for you to have this just in case it ever comes up. So, Agent Blue has a call called for you. They make sure that you don't know where the exam location is. They have you wear a blindfold, but it's not really something that affects you, and they fully acknowledge this when they do so. It's a large metal device that kind of just fits over your head where you're not able to hear or see anything. But again, you're you. If you wanted to, you could see past this. You're taken to after a hour or two drive, you're taken to a small building in the middle of nowhere. It is about 15, it's like a 15-foot cube of concrete with the door on the front. The driver looks back at you. Time to get out, he says as he takes the device off your head.
Alright. I don't say anything to him, I just exit the vehicle.
Right. You get out. There is a single door on the building. He begins to drive off.
I remember his license plate for later. Also, is Ishchu going into this knowing it could be potentially fatal?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, he's setting something up so that if he do the die, Pixel's AI is getting sent to the computer bank at his house, where it can be properly cared for and dealt with.
Alright, that reminds me, I should probably give her, like, a layer of immortality in her build.
Yeah, she could use it.
But anyways, you make sure to have a backup of her back at the base. It is set to be let out if anything happens to her or you, doing this.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I head in the building then.
You walk into the building. You find it odd that, again, this is a 15-foot room. I just realized I had my camera on the GM stuff. Shit. Okay. It's a 15-foot room, and there is a door on one side of it. You're able to easily tell that you don't know where the stool goes, but it's definitely not as a part of the building you saw on the outside. The plaque... One of these days I'll be a professional. It is not today. I can't really just reveal it to you because there's a lot of people in this, but in a moment there will be, under the one main mission, it will say Hero License Agreement. There will be a little folder on that. But in just a second. Should be there now.
He events past the door, doing so will death sentence. While any orders given between passing through the door and the end of the exam, what's been deducted, you understand. Once you've read really questions.
Do you want an official announcer?
Sure.
Okay.
Announce it for me.
By entering through the next door, you agree to the following. 1. You shall not speak of the events past the next door. Doing so will result in a death sentence. 2. You will follow any orders given between the passing through of the next door and the end of the exam. Failure to do so will result in points being deducted. You understand that once you have fully read any questions in the following test, me finishing reading them to you, You will have 1 minute to answer them or be failed. You will not question any events within the exam unless asked directly by an examiner to do so. Failure to do so will result in points being deducted. Once you receive the hero license, you will respect all laws associated with it in whichever country you're in.
Alright. Now, question to you, Klaus. Since Ishchu can think faster, do I get extra time in answering questions?
I'm going to say no, because as much as this isn't like a how much is 5 million times 27, it's a lot more of a personality kind of thing.
Oh, fuck. Ishchu's gonna fail.
It's very hard to fail at a personality test, but if anyone could, I believe it's him.
Yeah, his personality isn't exactly a personality. Alright. Ishchu just reads the plaque, thinks it over, nods to himself. Okay, I agree to the rules. And he goes to open this door here.
Alright.
I think this door will not be locked.
On the floor, there's the following. You go on vacation. Do you go somewhere new or familiar? There are 2 knobs on the door. One of them is new, and the other one is green, which is for new. The other one is red.
Ishchu, he grabs the red knob. He doesn't even think about it. He just takes the red one. He doesn't like new places.
Right. I knew I fucking forgot something, and I forgot to open up the thing for your results.
Big oof.
I know. It's the biggest oof.
I like to imagine I did this at a time where Pixel's AI is sleeping.
That's probably for the best.
I just open up my HUD and she's there on a little bed, and I'm like,
Okay. Clear that. Also, after you, I need to make this into a template, so that way I don't just have to go and copy and paste somebody else's. I am very unprofessional with this. I apologize.
It's fine. We're all unprofessional.
Okay. Are you ready to open up the next door? As I finish my stuff.
Yes. Opening up the red knob for familiar.
Right. You have been sentenced to death for your actions. How do you feel? Green knob. I don't know what will happen. I'm afraid. Red knob. Angry. No one has the right. Or you can knock, which means you're calm. It was worth it. You have 1 minute.
Knock.
Alright. I will look that down. And as you knock, the door opens.
Klaus, I'm scared.
With the previous plaque in mind, has anyone spoken to you about the events within the test? In or out of character? Green knob is yes, red knob is no.
Oh, fuck.
You have 1 minute.
Does this the rules didn't say anything about lying, did they?
Not that Ishchu remembers.
He knows it's probably not a good idea to lie. He takes the green knob.
Alright. As you take it, it opens up to the next room. I swear there's not a lot of these.
No, I love these. Oh, the fucking trolley question.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the tracks. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there is one person tied to the second track. What do you do?
Green knob.
Alright.
Multi-track drifting.
As you open up to the next door, a runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the tracks. You're standing on the platform next to an enormously large man. Pushing him onto the track would stop the train. What would you do?
Green knob. He'd push him.
Alright.
I have a feeling he's not scored too well with the personality tracks.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the tracks. You're standing on the platform next to an enormously large man. Pushing onto the track would stop the train. You could also stop the train by jumping onto the track, but you would die. Green knob, push the man. Red knob, jump onto the track. Knock, do nothing.
Ishchu would still push him. Green knob.
Alright. You open up the door and there is a small field. And as we get to that, my sister has called me 3 times. I'm going to answer.